Hey everyone, welcome back to the Stoic Inspire channel. If you're new here, I'm the Stoic Inspire channel, and today we're going to delve into a topic that could completely change the way you view attraction, connection, and deep respect in relationships. I'm going to talk about the top 3 forbidden compliments that make women drool over you, but with a twist. We're going to tie in Stoic philosophy, making these compliments not only powerful, but meaningful on a level that goes far beyond the typical flattery you hear on a daily basis. You see, too many compliments are focused solely on a woman's appearance, her looks, or even her material achievements. But there are compliments that go deeper, compliments that tap into a woman's core, making her feel truly seen, respected, and appreciated. These are the kinds of compliments that make women remember you. They show that you are someone who recognizes what truly matters in a person, their intellect, character, and inner strength. So if you're ready to learn how to make a lasting impression that goes far beyond surface-level praise, keep watching. Let's dive into these 3 forbidden compliments that will make women drool over you. Topic 1. You're the most interesting person in the room. Imagine this. You're at a gathering surrounded by people, each vying for attention in their own way. Some are telling stories, some are showing off achievements, and others are simply there, blending into the background. Then, you meet someone who, without trying, captivates you. They don't need loud words or dramatic gestures. Their presence alone draws you in. And you feel compelled to say, you're the most interesting person in the room. But what makes this such a profound compliment? Why does it carry so much weight, and how can you use it to create meaningful connections? Let's begin with the essence of being interesting. It's not about wealth, fame, or outward charm. It's about depth. An interesting person is someone who has a unique perspective on life, someone whose thoughts and experiences stand out in a world full of repetition. They're the person who listens with intention, who shares stories that make you think, and who radiates authenticity. When you tell someone they're the most interesting person in the room, you're not complimenting their looks, their status, or their accomplishments. You're acknowledging their soul. This compliment hits differently because it's rare. Think about it. How often do people hear this? Most compliments are generic. You're pretty. You're smart. While these are nice, they don't go beyond the surface. But when you tell someone they're the most interesting person, you're telling them they're unique in a way that others aren't. You're saying, you stand out in a crowd. I see you, and you matter. Now, let's talk about why this works on a psychological level. Human beings crave recognition. Not just for what they do, but for who they are. In a world that often prioritizes superficial qualities, being seen for your individuality is incredibly validating. This ties into Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes understanding people at their core. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Look beneath the surface. Let not the several qualities of a thing nor its worth escape you." By giving this compliment, you're doing just that. You're looking beyond the obvious and recognizing the true value of someone's character. But here's the catch. This compliment only works if it's genuine. You can't just throw it out randomly to anyone and expect it to land. The key is to observe, to listen, and to truly understand what makes this person stand out. Is it their curiosity, their passion for a niche topic, their ability to see beauty in the mundane? Whatever it is, identify it and let it guide your words. Delivery is equally important. Imagine locking eyes with someone after they've shared something meaningful, a story, a perspective, a dream, and saying, "You know, I think you might be the most interesting person in this room." Say it with sincerity. Let your tone convey authenticity, and watch as their face lights up. This isn't flattery. It's a genuine acknowledgement of their essence. Of course, timing matters. Dropping this compliment too early might come off as insincere. and saying it too late might miss the moment entirely. Look for opportunities where connection is already building, during a deep conversation, after they've shared something personal, or when their uniqueness has truly shone through. It's in these moments that your words will resonate the most. But why is this compliment considered forbidden by some? Because it's intimate. It's not something you say casually, and it's not a compliment you hear every day. It carries a weight that makes it almost vulnerable to give. You're essentially revealing that you've taken the time to truly see someone, to understand them beyond the surface. And that can feel risky, but it's also what makes it so impactful. Let's tie this back to Stoicism. The Stoics believed in the power of words, in speaking with intention and meaning. Epictetus reminds us, first learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. This is a principle we can apply here. When you tell someone they're the most interesting person in the room, don't just say it, mean it. Understand why you feel that way, and let that understanding guide your delivery. Now, let me give you some real-life examples of how to use this compliment effectively. Imagine you're at a party, and someone shares an unusual hobby, like restoring antique clocks. Most people might nod politely, but you could say, "That's incredible. Honestly, I think you might be the most interesting person in this room. The way you light up when talking about clocks is inspiring." Or picture yourself on a date. Your partner shares a dream they've been working on for years. Instead of a generic, "That's cool," you lean in and say, "You know, the way you talk about your dreams, it's fascinating. You're easily the most interesting person I've met in a long time." But here's the thing. This compliment isn't just about making someone feel good. It's about creating a moment of connection, a bridge between two people. And while it's powerful, it's not something to be used lightly. Overuse it, and it loses its impact. Use it insincerely, and it comes off as manipulative. The magic lies in its rarity and its authenticity. Finally, let's address the reactions you might get. Some people might laugh it off, unsure how to respond to such a rare compliment. Others might blush, clearly touched by your words, and some might even open up further, feeling seen and appreciated. As the Stoics teach us, don't get attached to the outcome. Your job is to speak your truth, to give the compliment sincerely, and to let it be. So, the next time you find yourself captivated by someone's presence, don't hold back. Look them in the eye, let your words carry the weight of your admiration, and tell them, "You're the most interesting person in the room." It's a compliment that lingers, that creates memories, and that can transform the way they see themselves. Remember, as the Stoics remind us, the greatest power we have is in our ability to connect, to see others deeply, and to speak words that matter. Thank you for watching, and if this resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and keep seeing the beauty in others. Topic 2. I respect how you handle challenges. Have you ever stopped to think about how rare it is for someone to truly acknowledge the battles you fight every day? The silent struggles, the small victories, the strength it takes just to keep going. Most compliments tend to focus on the surface. "You look nice," "You're funny," or "Great job on that project." While those compliments have their place, they don't touch the core of who we are. But when someone says, "I respect how you handle challenges," it hits differently. It's not just a statement. It's an acknowledgement of your resilience, your character, and your inner strength. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into why this compliment is so powerful. We'll explore how it's rooted in Stoic philosophy, why it resonates so deeply with people, and how you can use it to build stronger connections. Plus, we'll talk about the right way to deliver this compliment so it comes across as genuine and meaningful. By the end of this video, you'll understand why these simple words have the power to create lasting impressions and deepen relationships. Let's get started. Let's first unpack why this compliment is so unique. When you tell someone, "I respect how you handle challenges," you're not just commenting on something superficial. You're acknowledging the way they navigate the difficulties of life. You're saying, "I see you. I see your strength. I see the effort you put into overcoming obstacles." And that's rare. Most people go through life feeling unseen, as if their struggles don't matter to anyone but themselves. But when you offer this compliment, you're validating their experiences. You're letting them know that their efforts don't go unnoticed. This kind of acknowledgement is especially meaningful because it focuses on qualities that are often taken for granted. Think about it. How many times has someone praised your ability to stay calm under pressure, or your determination to keep going when things get tough? Probably not very often. And yet, those are the qualities that define us in the face of adversity. By recognizing them, you're giving someone a gift that's far more valuable than any surface-level compliment. Now let's connect this to Stoic philosophy. One of the central teachings of Stoicism is the idea that we can't control external events, but we can control how we respond to them. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you tell someone, "I respect how you handle challenges," you're acknowledging their mastery over their mind, their ability to stay composed in the face of chaos, and their commitment to navigating life with strength and integrity. This is a deeply Stoic idea, valuing inner strength over external circumstances. It's not about whether someone succeeds or fails in the traditional sense. It's about how they approach the challenge. Do they face it with courage? Do they adapt and learn from the experience? Do they maintain their character even when the odds are stacked against them? These are the qualities that Stoicism teaches us to admire, and they're the same qualities that make this compliment so profound. But here's the thing. For this compliment to truly land, it has to be authentic. People can sense when you're just saying something to sound nice or to get a reaction. So how do you make it genuine? The first step is to observe. Pay attention to how someone reacts in challenging situations. Maybe it's a colleague who stayed calm during a crisis at work. Maybe it's a friend who turned a setback into an opportunity for growth. Maybe it's a partner who handles everyday struggles with grace and determination. Once you've observed their behavior, be specific in your compliment. Don't just say, "I respect how you handle challenges." Expand on it. Say something like, "I really admire how you stayed calm and focused when things got tough at work. It showed a lot of strength. The way you handled that setback was inspiring. You didn't let it defeat you. You found a way to move forward. I've noticed how you approach challenges with so much grace and resilience. It's something I truly respect about you." The more specific you are, the more meaningful your words will be. And when you combine your compliment with a genuine appreciation for their character, it becomes unforgettable. Now, let's talk about why this compliment has such a lasting impact. Think back to the last compliment you received that really stuck with you. It probably wasn't something generic or superficial. It was likely something that made you feel truly seen, something that acknowledged who you are as a person. That's exactly what happens when you tell someone, "I respect how you handle challenges." You're not just commenting on their actions. You're recognizing their essence, their resilience, their inner strength. This kind of recognition stays with people because it taps into something universal, the desire to be seen and valued for who we truly are. In a world that often celebrates surface-level achievements, this compliment cuts through the noise. It reminds people of their own strength and inspires them to keep going. And here's the beautiful part. When you give this kind of compliment, it doesn't just uplift the other person. It also reinforces your own values. By focusing on resilience, courage, and determination, you're reminding yourself to cultivate those qualities in your own life. It's a cycle of mutual growth and respect, a ripple effect that extends far beyond the initial conversation. So, the next time you see someone facing a challenge, whether it's a big life event or a small everyday struggle, don't let the moment pass. Take a second to acknowledge their strength. Say, "I respect how you handle challenges." Be specific, be sincere, and watch how those words transform your connection with that person. In closing, this simple compliment embodies so much of what we discuss here on Wrong Mahal: personal growth, meaningful connections, and the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. It's not just about saying the right words, it's about adopting a mindset that values inner strength and resilience. So go out there and start noticing the people around you. Acknowledge their efforts, their perseverance, their grace under pressure. You'll not only brighten their day, but also deepen your understanding of what truly matters in life. Topic 3. You always do what's right, no matter what. The third forbidden compliment that will make her fall for you is, "You always do what's right, no matter what." This is a powerful compliment because it speaks directly to a woman's integrity, her ability to act in accordance with her values, even when it's difficult. In a world where compromise and cutting corners are often seen as necessary to succeed, integrity is a rare and beautiful quality. And when you notice and acknowledge this quality in a woman, it shows her that you see her for who she truly is, someone who values doing the right thing above all else. In Stoicism, virtue is the highest good. The Stoics believed that living virtuously and making decisions based on principles rather than personal gain was the key to achieving true happiness and fulfillment. Integrity is at the core of Stoic virtue. It's the commitment to doing what is right, even in the face of adversity, or when it would be easier to take a shortcut. When you compliment a woman for always doing what's right, you're not just acknowledging her actions, you're recognizing her character. It's easy to praise someone for external achievements or outward success, but it's far more meaningful to praise someone for their unwavering commitment to their values, especially when those values require sacrifice or personal effort. What's powerful about this compliment is that it shows you admire her moral compass and the way she lives her life with authenticity. It's not just about how she looks or what she's done, but about who she is at her core. Integrity is a quality that doesn't get enough recognition, so when you give this compliment, you're showing that you see and appreciate what's truly important, her character. This type of compliment can also have a deeper effect because it highlights the long-term qualities that will shape the future of your relationship. When you acknowledge a woman's integrity, you're essentially saying, "I admire the kind of person you are, and I value the way you make decisions based on what's right, not what's easy." It's a compliment that speaks to the core of who she is and is a reflection of the respect you have for her. So, there you have it. The top 3 forbidden compliments that will make women drool over you. These aren't the typical compliments that you hear all the time. They go beyond surface-level praise and dive deep into what truly makes someone unique and special. When you compliment a woman on her intellect, resilience, and integrity, you're not just flattering her. You're showing that you recognize and appreciate who she really is. By tying these compliments to Stoic philosophy, you're adding another layer of depth and meaning. You're not just complimenting her for the sake of it. You're acknowledging the qualities that define her and that truly matter. You're valuing her for what she controls, her mind, her character, and her choices. These are the compliments that stand out, the ones that leave a lasting impact, and the ones that make her see you as someone who truly understands and respects her. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear these powerful insights. Leave a comment below. What's the most meaningful compliment you've ever received? How did it make you feel? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.